Okay, welcome all participants. Now it is the first session related with the week 3 statutory equation modeling, etc. We have already uploaded the syllabus related with the week 3 in the LMS platform. Please see the syllabus in the LMS platform. Actually, we have completed EFA, then CFA. Then we have interpreted the different table related with the EFA. We have got EFA output, and we have tried to interpret the tables belonging to EFA. After the completion of EFA, then we have started confirmatory analysis, and we have drawn a picture related with the confirmatory analysis. Actually, it is the validation of a measurement model. Confirmatory meta-analysis is related with the measurement model. It is the validation measurement model. Statutory equation modeling is the validation of a theory or validation of a structural model. That is the difference between CFA and statutory equation modeling. After the completion of the CFA, not fully completed, we have just drawn a picture. Then we have to think about the reliability. Yesterday we have discussed about the reliability concept, internal reliability and external reliability. Now I want to discuss you with the statutory equation modeling. How can we draw a statutory equation modeling picture using AMO software? Actually, the interpretation of CFA and the interpretation of statutory equation modeling is similar in lanes. To some extent, it is similar as far as the standard norms are concerned. What is a particular standard norm in CFA? That standard norm is also applicable in statutory equation modeling. Therefore, I want to interpret the CFA tables after the completion of the statutory equation modeling figure. Then the interpretation should be easy. That means the interpretation related with the confirmatory factor analysis is similar to the interpretation of the statutory equation modeling. Therefore, now I want to discuss about the statutory equation modeling figure. How can you draw a statutory equation modeling picture? It is the validation of the measurement model. It is the validation of the measurement model. I want to share an article to you. Please wait. Share. Wait. Okay. You cannot see the article there. Wait. Okay. This is the okay. This is the article. It is the article. One of the first author of the article is myself. Then the article title, the article published in a research bulletin. It is a peer-reviewed journal of the Institute of Cost and Management Accounts of India. The article title. Article title: Emerging Global Economic Scenario, Impact on India's Financial Landscape. It is a published article. Yes, first we have developed a theory. I have already told you about the developmental theory in the EFA session and CFA session. This is our theory. Then please note it. If you have a pen or pencil in your hand, please draw the picture. Otherwise, the researcher, you cannot understand about structural equation modeling. First of all, you should have a clear understanding about the theory. Otherwise, you cannot proceed with this structural equation modeling. That is a drawback of structural equation modeling. Some. Okay, how can we develop a theory on the basis of objective evidence and on the basis of the literature review? We can develop a theory. I have developed a theory on the basis of the existing literature. That means literature review. I have developed a theory. You can see the factors. I have already told you about the factors in our previous classes. First, policy of Europe. There's a relationship between policy of Europe and the Indian economy. Then there's a relationship between policy of Europe and global wars. There's a relationship between global wars and Indian economy. There's a relationship between policy of USA and global wars. There's a relationship between policy of China and global wars. Now, based on this picture, researcher can understand that two dependent variables, first one global wars, second one Indian economy, three independent variables, that is policy of Europe, policy of USA, and policy of China. Okay, then please understand two dependent variable and three independent variable. That type of understanding is very, very significant. Okay. Okay, now you have to write the hypothesis. You have to write the hypothesis based on the theory. You have to write the hypothesis. Those are the hypotheses. If you have not written the hypothesis, you cannot do this structural equation modeling. Then there is no significance of doing structural equation modeling. Hypothesis formulation is essential. Please wait. Hypothesis. After the EFA, you have to write the hypothesis. Okay. First hypothesis. Hypothesis means the relationship between the constant, relationship between the factors. In words, that is known as hypothesis. First, policy formulated by you, the policy formulated by Europe has no significant effect on the Indian economy. Null hypothesis number one. The alternate hypothesis. The policy formulated by Europe has a significant on the Indian economy. Then next null hypothesis. The policy formulated by USA has no significant effect on the global wars. Alternate hypothesis. The policy formulated by the USA has a significant effect on global wars. Then third null hypothesis. The policy formulated by China has no significant effect on the Indian economy. Alternative hypothesis. The policy formulated by China has a significant effect on the Indian economy. Next null hypothesis. Global wars have no significant effect on the Indian economy. Or corresponding alternative hypothesis. Global wars have a significant effect on the Indian economy. Next, the policy formulated by Europe has no significant effect on global wars. Corresponding alternative hypothesis. The policy formulated by Europe has a significant effect on global wars. Next, the policy formulated by China has no significant effect on global wars. Alternative hypothesis. The policy formulated by China has a significant effect on global wars. Those are the hypotheses. Now we have to draw the structural equation modeling picture like this. This is structural equation modeling figure. Okay, the structural equation modeling figure. Then stop share. I may share you with my Amos platform. Share. Amos. Share. This is the Amos platform. Okay. Okay. This kind of picture is needed. I have already told you to that how can we draw this type of picture in the CFA class. This is the policy of Europe. This is the policy of USA. This is the policy of China. This is the Indian economy. This is global wars. How can you draw this type of picture? We have studied about in previous sessions. Now we have to proceed with the structural modeling. You have to think about the relationship and draw arrow marks, single arrow or double arrow between the construct, between the factors, 5 factors available. That is known as structural modeling. Yes, policy of Europe as a relationship with the global wars. Then please click on this tool, single-headed arrow. Okay, then drag it, policy of Europe, relationship with the global wars. Global wars, that factor has relationship with the Indian economy. Then policy of USA, that factor has some sort of relationship with the global wars. Then policy of China, that factor has some relationship with the global wars. Okay, I think the policy of Europe and the policy of China has also some relationship with the Indian economy. Please wait. I have some doubt. I may check it in my article. Policy of you have to completely understood. First you have to understand. You should have a clear understanding about the theory. Otherwise, you cannot proceed with the sum. Yes, policy of China as a relationship with the Indian economy and policy of Europe. Then 2 type of lanes are needed. Okay, policy of Europe, that factor has relationship with the Indian economy. Then policy of China has relationship with the Indian economy. Okay. Then I have already told you to that 2 dependent variable and 3 independent variable. Between the independent variable, you have to draw double added arrows. Then that means policy of Europe and policy of USA. This is a double arrow, a double-headed arrow. Please click on it and drag it. Then policy of Europe and the policy of USA, relationship between policy of China and the policy of USA, relationship between then policy of Europe and the policy of USA, then policy of China and the policy of USA, policy of China and policy of Europe. That means double-headed arrows are necessary between the independent variables. That is the point. Okay. Now you have to add 2 more variables along with your dependent variable. Dependent variable, global wars and Indian economy. Please type this menu. It is another variable. Please click on it. Please click on it and drag it here. Global wars. Click, 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 click. Yes. Then this also Indian economy. Click, click, click. Okay. Then you have to name it. You have to add 2 more variable with the dependent variable. You need not add the variable with the independent variable, but you have to add the 2 more variable along with your dependent variable. Global wars and Indian economy are dependent variable. Then please name it. Click on it. Then name. Normally, we should give a name such as RES underscore 1 to 1 and RES underscore 2 second. Then RES underscore 1 to first. And here, click RES underscore 2. Okay, now the picture has completed. Now please take the analysis properties menu. Please check output. Okay, standard estimate, squared multiple correlation, modification indices, test for normality and outliers. Okay. Then correct. Then calculate estimates. Click on it. Calculate estimates. Okay. Then click on red button. You can see the unstandard estimate and standard estimates. Then this is the view test menu. View test. Correct or incorrect? Okay, correct. Okay, correct. Okay. This is the structural modeling figure. Now we have done the structural modeling. Okay. Now we have to discuss about the interpretation of the CFA and the interpretation of structural modeling. The both interpretation. That means interpretation. What is the interpretation related with the confirmatory factor analysis? Is some sort is similar to other interpretation structural modeling. That means we should start the interpretation of the confirmatory factor analysis and the interpretation of the structural equation modeling from tomorrow onwards. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am your course coordinator and course instructor. My name is Dr. Shivakumar Ray, FCMA, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Sri Nilakanta Government Sanskrit College, Pattambi, Palakkad District, Kerala. I am a fellow member of the Institute of Cost Accounts of India. Besides, I am approved PhD grade of the Calicut University. Okay, thank you. Stop share.